recently on Tempus Multae, our heroes got a little bit separated and had to face some of you had to face unexpected challenges, while the others found an unexpected ally or two. And at long last, although in game time, it's probably only been a couple of hours. Well, we don't know how time works in this space, but it's not been that long, but it feels like it's been a long time. And we're finally in the lab. And as Cass, Angel, Jen, and Dakaris are stepping into the lab, starting towards wherever their destination is, Annabelle and Medina appear behind you. By a couple of feet. You feel like this weird something in the air.
Oh my god, it's you two! Hello!
Holy shit, Jen. I sprint up and hug Jen.
I've been turned into a rug. If I recall correctly, I was slung over your shoulders like a sack of potatoes.
I absolutely drop you.
Yes.
Oh, Annabelle, are you okay?
You don't need to roll. Annabelle's not okay.
Oh. Are you conscious?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
I'll hug back, a little confused, but also very relieved, because my friend is back after we kind of just willingly left them.
It wasn't willingly left. Reality shifted and you didn't know how to get back.
Yeah, but I bet you if we could have tried, we could have made our way back if we weren't being, pushed along by people. I think Jen would have wanted to try and find them, but I get what you mean.
You might think that, but this place don't let you do that. If it wants you to go somewhere, you're going there.
Who are you?
Right, there's two more,
I come over to Medina. I go, these are two very bossy adults.
You say this. Cass is gone. Cass, I don't think she stopped walking.
Oi, Cass! Oh, for feck's sake. Alright, don't worry about her for the moment. Can I just have a moment to talk with you for you? I know I'm bossy. I'm an adult. You probably don't like me for both of those reasons. To answer the question, who am I? You could call me Angel.
I look at Annabelle like, I know, it's funny, right?
Hey, we already got one of those.
I'd say Miss Day, but that makes me sound like a preschool teacher.
Or like
Day is fine. Just
like
call
the
me Day.
From a very popular sitcom.
I don't get it.
No one watches New Girl? Just me?
Nope.
Alright, whatever we're going to be walking into in there, it ain't going to be good. I'm sure you probably already know that by now. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page before shite hits the fan. So, what I want you four to do is to look out for one another. Your main goal should just be please staying safe. I threw myself on the sword of my own world's destruction, and while I didn't die, I'd rather not see any of y'all go through that, same as I did. So you're gonna work together, and you're gonna get to the other side of this. And everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna go right.
Hey, that sounds like you're trying to shift my labels. I don't like that.
Well, it's more of a comfort,
Would you like to roll to do the thing?
I'd like to try to roll to do the thing, sure. Dice cooperate today.
That's the real question.
Let's see, how was I
Because if
rolling?
it rolls well, you might actually be able to unbreak at least one of the aliens.
Oh, that's good. That's a 6 and a 3 plus 2 is math, 11.
Okay. Since it's the finale and I'm about to potentially do some very mean things to you, I will let you all take the benefit from that, so you either mark a potential or clear a condition. I know a couple of you had a couple of conditions after the last session.
I'm
Yeah.
conditionless now, so
Yeah, I will be getting rid of.
Same.
Oh, nice.
I've got none now.
Let's go, team.
So I know it may not seem like it at times, but you can count on me, and you can count on me. She like looks around for cats. You can count on me.
Cass is
yeah,
gone.
I
He's not here.
don't know you, but I
I'm
did just
aware
have
of
a
that.
whole thing where I realized one of my deep-seating grudges were unfounded. So I'm gonna take you at your word and move on.
Oh, are you two like not angry at each other anymore? And I point between you and Annabelle.
Don't make it gross.
Oh no, that's wonderful. Declan kind of claps his hands joyfully. That's nice.
All right, now let's hurry up and try to catch up with Cass before she triggers whatever Rube Goldberg machine of destruction is waiting for us.
So who takes the lead heading down in? How's everyone feeling? How's everyone looking?
I'm staying right next to Jen.
I would love to have a conversation, but I feel like we don't have the time because I want to know what has happened while we were not together. I think Jen's just gonna be like, "Are you okay?"
I beat up like an alien general or something. I don't.
That's actually really fucking cool. We just ran across a road and tried not to die. It actually, objectively, was not nearly as cool as what you did.
No, we like fought her in like a graveyard. I hit her with a bunch of tombstones.
The camera cuts. I'm like floating. Like if the two of you are walking next to each other, I'm kind of like my head sticking between your shoulders, like not like up between, but you can see me like behind you. It goes, yeah, there were like weird shadow monsters or something. It was very crazy.
I ruined many a family mausoleum. I don't know what to do about that.
What's that?
It's where you, it's where you bury dead people, but a mausoleum is
Yeah.
like where you bury a bunch of dead people.
That's right. Your bodies don't break down into their various parts and become like reused and recycled. Gotcha.
We'll adjust that in a second, maybe.
There was a lot of glitter.
I don't know why there was glitter.
Like shocking amounts of glitter.
Oh, that's
Considering
why
the
the
location.
two of you look like you've been to an Earth Gentleman's Club.
Why do you know what that is?
Movies.
Mm.
I look weirdly guilty.
Angel's gonna be like following the direction that Cass went, and if the children follow, so be it.
We're walking and talking.
Yeah, this conversation is happening while you walk. I'll also say, Dakaris, it's probably not hard for you to do the math that the people, the two of them beat up, that the person they beat up was most likely Annabelle's sister.
Oh, did you beat up Annabelle's sister?
Who he
Yeah.
refused to name.
Oh,
She doesn't deserve a name. She's evil.
crazy.
So I know this was mentioned last time we were together, but this was forever ago. So there's like a transparent, like magenta wolf following me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One, Ramona was there. Two, Medina's still actively trying to ignore it as much as she can.
yeah, your sparkly shadow wolf is following you. Your sparkly pink shadow wolf.
Oh, that reminds me of the cat that I forgot the name of. My ghost cat.
Real kitty.
Yeah, your ghost cat. No, not Real Kitty. She had a ghost cat Shadow?
Probably something like that, because it was a cat it was like a stray cat she named when she was a kid, so.
Yeah. As you are walking through the darkened halls following... Is Cass still singing that song?
Is Cass still singing Follow the Yellow Brick Road from the Wizard of Oz? That's an excellent question.
It would make it infinitely more easy to follow her if she was.
Yes, but do I want to make it easy on you? Okay, so she's no longer singing that. She's now singing Country Roads, Take Me Home.
That is actually less spooky than follow the Yellow Brick Road down dark abandoned hallways. It's just weird spooky, not this is how we all die spooky.
Very off-key.
So, like, Angel's gonna call out to Cass, like, trying to be quiet, but also Cass is singing, and I can't exactly get her attention quietly, so it's one of those, like, Oi! Cass! Do you think you could rejoin us, please? And maybe stop the singing so we don't let everything in hell but know that we're here.
Cass stops where she is. And I'm gonna do a dark vision.
Okay. Also, if all people are walking, you can continue to have conversations while Casey pulls up her stuff for Cass. I imagine Annabelle is still mentally rebooting from everything that happened, because you went through a lot in a short period of time and dealt with a lot.
Very quiet.
Do I have any inclination that my otherworldly power daddy went to Annabelle? Do I have any inkling of that? Or do I just know he fucked off?
You have no idea where he went. He just went to someone else.
Well, then I'm not gonna ask any questions.
Medina, can I pet your dog?
I don't even. I don't. I'm gonna say no because I think it's like a manifestation of my something.
Oh, okay. That's a bit of intimacy that you're not prepared for. I understand. That's
Yeah, I don't
totally
know
fair.
what it's a manifestation of, but
So it's not a ghost that you just picked up on your wandering.
nah, it's like my wrath or joy or something. I don't know.
Cool.
I think they just got a year.
Have you ever tried interacting with it to figure that out?
Yeah, I turned it into a giant bat during that fight with the alien general.
Have you given it scratches though?
No,
Or maybe it wants some scratches.
I don't know if it's its own thing or if it's just like my inner child or something. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Like if it wants scritches, that means I want scritches, and I don't want to confront that.
I will roll to pierce the mask on my best friend. Yeah.
I would like to know what that wolf is
I was gonna
before
say
having
on
it
the
at my
wolf.
back, yes. Especially if he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, you can roll for Medina.
I got an 8, but I don't know if me knowing all of Medina's secrets would help me in any way, shape, or form in this.
You have influence over me, so it's
I do. You're right. I do have influence over you.
I don't make
I shouldn't have rolled.
Yeah, so that wouldn't change the only partial success.
I shouldn't have rolled any dice. I got a 3.
Did you mark potential?
Yeah, I marked potential.
You suddenly feel like something's watching you.
Great.
Just Angel. You just feel like something's watching you. Like whatever might have followed you here from the place you were before you got into this world.
Oh,
It's watching you.
oh no.
I now remember how my visions work. I have the vision and then I get to ask you a question.
Is there a general thing you're trying to get the vibe of with this vision?
Angel said that if I continue to walk ahead and sing, I might draw people to us. So I'm going to see if I do that. Will that happen?
In this vision, you just see the 6 of you following this path, and it's laid out before you. It's how you just kind of know where to go. And there's something that you're going to have to work through, something you're going to have to get through and face before you can get to the place where you can help Joshua. But you are the only living things in this place.
That's not comforting, thank you.
Your singing is not going to draw any attention. If anything is here, it doesn't care that you're here.
Okay.
Also not comforting, but you're welcome.
What did Jen see in her Pierce the Mask?
What did Jen get? Do you have a specific question, or are you just trying to figure out what's the wolf?
I got an 8, and none of the Pierce the Mask questions are hey, what is your spirit wolf a physical manifestation of? That would be a really apt Pierce the Mask question. But if I could ask, hey, what is your spiritual wolf a physical manifestation of? I would love to.
Medina truly has no idea. If anyone could figure it out, you could probably figure it out before she could.
It's fine though.
So whatever you say it is, I'll just go, sure, it's canon.
It's
I'll let
canon.
you decide that. If you feel like it.
Maybe it's like her deed to protect people.
Maybe it was the friendship we made along the way.
Maybe it's that. Literally, maybe it's that.
Her need to protect a person that she loves. As it comes up to walk a little closer to you.
Maybe it's the friendships we broke along the way. Whoopsie-doo.
I mean,
Maybe
wolves are
it's
pack
that.
animals.
You haven't thought too much, I don't think, about like how or why these powers work the way they do, since you had that weird wolf thingy leap through you and then suddenly you're different. And you're like, excuse me, I would like to go back to being a wizard, please.
Yeah, I would love to go back to the whole Scarlet Witch thing I had going on, but
What is the TLDR Medina has given us about what happened? Because I assume we're filling each other in as we're walking.
it really was. Y'all got teleported, and I fist fought an alien general in a graveyard. That
and
is
glitter
the longest.
happened, and you destroyed a lot of graves.
Like that is the long and short of it.
I love it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I had a mental breakdown, if you care. Probably not, though.
Medina would not think to mention that.
The first thing I did when you showed up is I asked how you were, and you didn't say anything, Annabelle.
My sister's an evil bitch.
Yeah, it's,
Aren't they
yeah.
all?
I did have to carry Annabelle part of the way here
Woof.
on account of her just giving up like a bitch.
Yeah, well, when your entire life's a lie, or you're fucked up everything you've ever done in your entire life, tends to happen.
Uh-huh.
I know Declan just asked if y'all made up, and you said yes, but this does not seem as
It
though y'all
does
made
not.
up.
It doesn't feel like that.
It doesn't
at
feel like y'all
all.
are friends.
What? I didn't say we were friends. I said we don't hate each other.
Yeah, okay,
Oh.
that's still.
That's different.
I can understand that. Okay.
I'm still gonna be sassy.
Let me tell you this. We've all fucked up our lives in one way or another once you get to be about my age. It's never beyond repair.
I've personally never done anything wrong in my life.
I can vouch for that. Medina's never done anything wrong in her life.
Yes, thank you.
I got you.
I have.
Angel's like speaking almost offhandedly, like
Declan?
as she's trying to figure out where are these eyes that I can feel on me and why can't I see them?
You do spot Shadow, your little ghost kitty's walking next to you, and I don't know if anyone notices, but the wolf is walking like close to Jin, like on the other side of Jin in a protective way, but occasionally just keeps like watching something that's near Angel Day's feet.
I didn't realize you followed me over. I didn't realize you could.
By the way, Cass is now singing louder and even more off key.
Yeah, who's
Okay.
that one, by the way?
I don't know.
Her name is Cass. She
She just kind of yells a lot.
Yeah, most of our interaction has been being yelled at.
look, she sees and knows things, and sometimes it's a bit too much for the mind to take in. And she's not always all there. But what she says, unfortunately, tends to come true.
Whether anyone listens to her or not.
Malkavian looking ass.
Cass did stop for a while, so if y'all have caught up.
Yeah, I'll say you've caught up with Cass. Give us another description.
Great, okay. So I believe that my initial description of Cass was, quote, the most homeless ass looking person you've ever seen. Dirty, skinny, hair is stringy, maybe brown, hard to tell because it's filthy. She has one dark marten on, so she kind of limps almost. She is wearing a denim jacket that is missing a sleeve and has definitely seen better days, and jeans that are just shredded, and a t-shirt that was probably white once.
If anyone would like to roll to pierce the mask on this individual who you see as you're walking down the hallway, and then, like, do you think Cass is going to stick around or just wait until everyone sees her and then just keep walking?
Cass waits until everyone sees her, and then keeps going.
If Medina would like to vibe check this strange person.
Absolutely not.
You get a look, you're like, you know what? I know
Sure.
all I need to know.
I
Cool.
understand. I get it.
I got it. We're good.
When you can see the future really well, and you're in the place where reality breaks when it breaks, then it's not good for your marbles. You continue to follow Cass's singing down the halls, and as you go, you keep feeling more of that sense that something is wrong, something doesn't belong, something doesn't fit, it doesn't make sense. You are heading towards danger. But part of you knows that that's where you need to go. Either that or you're just really hoping this weird person that you met at the fire station who never really stopped yelling at you, only stopped long enough to start randomly singing, actually knows where she's going.
Well, I know I trust Cass knows where we need to be.
Okay.
This is probably the weirdest for Dakaris, because you're not used to going towards this feeling.
You know, it's fine. We'll be okay.
It's not like this is the last thing you felt before you never saw your family again.
Well, yeah. It's, power of friendship will always overcome. So,
That's good. Hold on to that.
thumbs up.
Thumbs up and the most pained looking smile I've ever seen you do.
Thumbs up for rock and roll.
No, you do the devil horns for rock and roll action.
Oh no, it's just a video of a small child who's very positive. You don't remember the song? The News People did a
what?
cover of it.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Fucking flashbang! Holy shit!
I'm getting too old for these references. And probably in a different world. Although I know I'm in a different.
I've never felt more 30 than that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're all as close as you've ever been to fixing what went wrong for all of you. What's going through your heads?
Angel is now wondering, wait, did that actually fix my broken world, or did my world just break after I fell through that portal? And second guessing everything she thought she knew. But, continuing forward regardless.
As whatever's watching is waiting for you. You don't know how you know that. You just get the feeling.
Yeah.
No one else is aware of this. Just you. But you don't know you're the only one aware of it.
Cass,
Hmm?
do you know what's up ahead? That we're gonna be running into?
Danger? Trial?
Right, beyond the obvious?
Death?
I said beyond.
Hmm. Should I?
No. I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you to look. I'm asking if you already know. And Angel's gonna try and pitch her voice and try to keep the children from hearing this part. 'Cause whatever it is, I can feel it waiting for us, and it's got its eyes set on. Well, me at the very least. I don't know if it's on all of us, but it's what I felt follow me through from my world. And I'm now wondering if what I did actually saved my world. And I don't know if that's just my own brain hijacking me, or if it's wanting me to think that way.
I can't see your world on purpose.
Understandable, it wasn't yours.
I could try and see it on accident.
I don't think that's quite how accidents work. But it's alright. It's quite alright. No need to try, no need to push yourself any further. I can.
Past is hard.
Yeah. You're already hanging there by a thread. We'd best keep that for when it's needed.
The final spider web. No. Some pig.
Well, at least you didn't start singing the Itsy Bitsy Spider.
I could.
No, that wasn't a request, please, no.
Does Cass start singing the Itsy Bitsy Spider?
No.
Oh, thank Christ for that.
Start singing Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Nothing like children's songs in a creepy, dilapidated corridor.
Mary had a little lamb, his face was white as snow.
So what about Jen, Medina, and Karis? Are you actually jamming up to Mary Had a Little Lamb?
No.
Absolutely not. I do not like these two people in any way, shape, or form. And quite frankly, if we weren't going to the same place, Jen would have left them so long ago. Jen would
Fair.
have very much turned 180 degrees and walked away.
Medina has a little wolf.
Now that's a bob. That one can stay.
Medina has a little wolf whose fur is pink as gum.
Oh. Wow. No.
Does Medina have a new rifle now?
Yeah.
It was the question what we're like feeling about what's happening next.
How are you bracing yourself for what you're about to walk into?
Fully clenched as I'm nearing what I'm assuming to be the final, oh yeah, your home is gone. So, just really buttholes tight as possible. Just, God, this is gonna hurt, isn't it?
At least you've already had your mental breakdown earlier. There's not much more to break.
Yeah. Uh-huh. When life gives you pressure, you make diamonds. Is that how it goes?
You're not wrong, but that's not the statement.
Like that, actually.
Close enough.
I don't
Okay.
think you're supposed to make them with your butt.
Please don't make diamonds with your butt.
I mean,
Okay,
if you
that's-
can make that
that's what
much
I thought you
pressure
said.
with your sphincter, you got skills.
I mean, biomechanical alien boy, you don't know.
I might be able to.
Do I have to roll to sense that Declan is not having a good time? I feel like I don't have to roll to sense that Declan is not having a
No, you do not. This boy is an open book.
I feel like you pay more attention to him than most people
no.
This
Nuh-uh.
this waifish child is a living emoji. Please.
This poor sickly England orphan boy.
Would it be fair to say that right now you are more scared than you were the last time you faced this darkness back in the power plant when you had your breakdown after just piecing out and leaving Jen because you were terrified?
See, this is less like horrified, like last time it's crept up on me, right? Like it was like and I was like, oh no, confronted with my fate. This is more like when you know you're about to be in trouble, so you're walking towards it, and you're like, oh fuck, this is gonna suck. Oh god. So less like haunted house jump scare, more like the music's like. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be bad.
You are fully aware of what genre you're in, and you're keeping going anyway, because you can't think of another way to get home.
God, the boss music has started.
And you can't let Jen go through this by herself.
Tiptoe
And she's not
through
stopping.
the window.
What about Jen?
I think it's still the same mindset that she was in before, which is like, well, first, thankful she has her best friend back. That was a very strong thing on her mind, which is, I lost my best friend. My best friend got replaced with someone who hates me. We have not gotten along at all. Please bring my best friend back. Now my best friend's back. So things are... I don't know if Jen has gone through a lot without Medina. Like, I don't think Jen has gone, and, like, that sucked. Yeah, we didn't really fight anything too much, but, like, the constant threat of death when your best friend and the person that you, like, face the world with isn't there, kind of not a fun situation. So, super thankful that is back because she feels stronger with Medina around.
I am gonna have to call shenanigans on y'all not fighting. You did throw several church pews.
You did.
No, I didn't mean me and Medina fighting. I meant us fighting the shadow
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
We didn't
Well-
fight the shadow things at all.
They did have combat without Medina. Is
Okay.
what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. What's a little throwing pews against each other among friends?
Yeah, we're both super strong, and like one of us has super regen, so like it's
Yeah.
fine.
Tis but a flesh wound. It didn't even hurt. It felt like a snowball. You know how snowballs break on impact? Same thing.
It's kind of that moment of you didn't realize just how important Medina was to you until she disappeared. And now that she's back, yes, you might not have Declan after whatever happens next, but at least like you're going into that with Declan and you'll have Medina.
Yeah.
Medina will always be by your side. And you can survive without her, but she's there now.
It's more also a little bit of guilt because she fully plans to do anything, literally anything, to make sure Declan gets home and knows that if push comes to shove, she will also be leaving her best friend. That's not the goal, but it is a reality she's willing to face. Is like, I have my best friend. I have this cute wayfish boy that I have a crush on. And I will make sure my beautiful 90s baby educated wayfish boy gets home.
Your little double dare contestant.
How dare you? You are a hidden temple contestant.
Oh,
at
thank you,
best.
thank you.
Nickelodeon.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
I appreciate that.
Whew. That's right in the childhood. And what about for Medina?
Oh, she's just looking at Jen, and in her head you hear Aruba, Jamaica. That's it. She's had no thoughts. Just
Smooth
staring at
brain.
Jen. It's like, gosh, she's beautiful.
You have your girl back.
Yeah, everything good.
Hey, Jen, would you like to roll to pierce the mask on Medina to see if you catch the vibes?
I think I can hear it coming from her ears, but yeah. 7. So a partial success.
You do get to ask one question, but you can either ask a question or Lex can determine what you get from the way Medina is looking at you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna scan the vibes as like we're kind of. I assume the 3 of us are walking significantly behind, or the 4 of us are walking significantly behind the adults who have moved kind of forward and are also singing in the pushing forward and singing. So I think kind of looking between all of them, I would like to scan Medina's vibe check.
Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. That's it. You swear you hear the song.
Smooth brain. No valleys or bumps, or ridges or lumps. All ideas slide right off.
Like a water slide.
You're unusually calm.
Hmm?
You're like very calm.
Yeah, no, in the last, I don't know, what, 24 hours, we fought, like, an eldritch abomination, some, like, shadow thing,
Yeah, usually that doesn't make people calmer.
and, like, an alien general.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like we've peaked and nothing can get worse or weirder. So we're, like, good.
You said that out loud.
Yeah, babe, I don't think that's a smart idea.
Wow, you just really said that, didn't you?
It's like when you went into a hospital and you say it's quiet in here. You hate us.
You asked. I don't.
I did, but you know what? Touche. I did ask. This is on me.
And I feel great. I'm good at fighting, and I feel like we're gonna get in a fight, and that's like the one thing I can do. So like, let's do that.
You can do a lot more than fighting, but I understand that is your forte.
I mean, yeah. I used to be able to cast spells real good. Not anymore. Now I just kind of throw things real hard.
Maybe this will fix that, though.
I just want you to know that it's okay if you're scared.
I'm not. I'm all good.
I was just saying, I just wanted to put it out there that if you were scared, you could tell me.
No, I know hey, I know I could if I was.
Aruba.
Now I gotta start over.
And what about Annabelle? I'm assuming you're like bringing up the rear or you're somewhere with the group.
Yeah, I'm at the back.
Mhm.
She's here. She's trying to stay out of the way so she doesn't fuck everything up again.
Baby.
You remember the feeling of like that person, you didn't see them, but someone put their hand on your back and you saw the different versions of yourself. And each of the different versions were standing up. We're standing against what's coming.
Sure, and I'm gonna do that too, but it doesn't mean I don't think they're better than me, just in general.
Mood.
Yeah, you've had some character trauma, though we did plan that.
It was on purpose, and that's always Annabelle's thing. She is kind of self-deprecating and always has been, even the original one. From season 1 had that tinge.
True. And as you're continuing down the hallway, walking towards that sense of dread, it might take a few of you some time to notice that there's a sound and it's not just your imagination, and it started around when Medina said the thing.
Damn it.
It's a very slow, distant ticking like a clock.
Yo, will the plot hooks you want to see in the world?
Oh, great. The Doomsday Clock has a soundtrack now.
That's definitely not in the lamp.
Talk goes the talk.
Oh boy.
Phew.
So all go out there and give it our best try.
Yeah, the hallway ends in a door, and you just see. Has Cass gone through the door? Or does Cass wait at the door?
I will stop Cass at the door if she tries to go through it.
Yeah, you definitely have to scruff her.
Alright, now hold on a bit there, Cass.
You've had to pull Cass back a few feet because her arms are still reaching for the door.
Easy.
I'm picturing she's singing like the Hickory Dickory Dock
Oh,
in Master.
I really wish you wouldn't.
And you have no doubt something's behind that door. You can see light coming through the crack at the top of a door, like the lights are on in that room, but there's no light coming from the bottom. Who's gonna open the door?
I'm gonna look back at the 4 kids following us. Alright, you 4. Remember what I said, just watch each other's backs. I'm not asking you to watch mine, you don't know me, I know that. And I just keep each other safe. And you'll all get out of this in one piece. Are you ready?
Sure.
Medina cracks her knuckles and walks up to the door.
As soon as I get the shore or nods or a blank stare, you basically just let Cass go.
Cass gets to the door first, opens it, steps through, and she vanishes. The rest of you see. You remember in the power plant how there was that small, almost puddle of shadow on the ground? That is the whole floor. And in the distance on the other side of this room, you see someone that you can only assume is Joshua. He's trying to fix something, and he looks up when he sees you, and he says, "Oh, good. She said she would be here. Hurry. There's not much time before it all breaks. You're gonna have to go through the shadow, I'm sorry."
Right. About that. So my powers, my ability set is teleportation and portals. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get the 5 of us to him without having to walk through the shadows.
I can fly, so I think I'll be okay. If lightening the load helps you at all.
I don't know if flying would actually mean you move.
Would anyone like to roll to assess the situation?
Yeah, let's do that first.
11.
9.
Nice.
5, but I get a +1 question even on a miss because I used mindful.
We'll get to the result of that in a second. Jin got a 10.
Yep.
Nice. And what did Dakaris get?
I didn't roll. I was gonna, let the more discerning minds go for it.
Fair. So we'll start with Angel Day. What question do you want to ask? You get to ask one.
I'm trying to figure out how can we pass the shadows without actually walking through the shadows? Like, would my solution work?
What here can I use to get past the shadows without touching?
Yeah.
That's the
How
closest.
could we best end this quickly?
That's another good one. Like I said, if it's the vibe, but none are quite right.
You either have to go through it, or there is a chance that your teleporting could work. It could also take you somewhere else, or you in particular might get stuck again. You're not sure if it will let you escape a second time.
Well, I mean, that's alright. I probably shouldn't have the first time.
You can either teleport and try your luck, or go in through the shadows, and then if all else goes, that doesn't work, you can teleport out. Possibly.
Okay.
So what about for Medina and Regen, what are you trying to suss out?
I mean, I feel like I know the answer to this question.
What's the question?
What here is the biggest threat? Just to double check, to make sure.
It's not what you're thinking.
Uh-oh.
There's something that's not fully here, just beyond where. So Josh was standing before control panel where it looks like this might have been like a viewing place or something where they could view testing in the other room, although the windows are shuttered, and he's trying to do something. There's something beyond that point that it hasn't happened yet. It's not fully here yet, but it's like this straining and this pressure. It hasn't snapped, but when it does, there's no telling what the fallout will be. And he's trying to do something that will stop it from happening.
I hate it, thanks. What here is in the greatest danger? Like, if we had to choose which one of us mayhaps would be the target of whatever this thing is, I'd like to maybe know that.
I mean, aside from all of regality about to shatter into who knows how many pieces, it's probably going to be the most dangerous for Angel Day, because she came from another world. She's been through whatever this is before. You're not sure she'll be able to get out again. At least not on her own. I think you also get the feeling that she doesn't particularly care if that happens, so long as you survive. Whatever you want to do with that realization of this random older lady who's just been kind of bossing you around. Bossing you around mostly nicely. She's nicer than the other one, who you don't know where she went.
Oh yeah, she gone.
She'll probably show up back again. She's totally not my MacGuffin.
Huh, yeah.
I have one more doom to use before she can kill me.
Lex, what's your second question?
Can I jump it?
I can
You
jump
want
that far.
to jump the shark almost quite literally?
I got super strength. I can jump pretty far. I don't know how far it is.
Only if you do a sick kickflip.
Yeah, I can do that. On the dog. Dog will be a skateboard.
You do the mental math, and like you've jumped this distance before. You're pretty confident that you can do it again. That doesn't mean nothing's going to happen on the way over there, but you are confident that you stand a good chance of being able to just yeet yourself across the void.
Okay.
Am I wrong in assuming that mental math in this case means eyeballing it?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
Then follow me on this logic. Alright. Joshua's at a console.
Mm-hmm.
A console is connected to a computer, which is a type of technology. Which we know Declan is good with technology.
You remembered something about me.
So, logically, the fastest way to save the day is to get Declan to the console to help Joshua.
Declan can also fly.
I don't remember.
I was literally doing it behind you moments ago.
Behind me.
Medina can only memorize one thing about someone that she doesn't care
so
about at a
funny.
time.
I love that.
That's on brand. Also, Medina was not paying attention to you. Medina was too busy making hard eyes at
That's
Jen.
very fair. No, it's just one of those moments like, wait, is your hair red? Yeah, it's been red the whole time. What are you talking about?
After Jen answers her question, I know what I'm doing.
I also have a question. One question.
I don't really know if there's any other good questions.
You can rephrase something. Or if you would like to save.
Ooh, bank a question. Bank it for leading.
Can I bank a question about this situation?
Bank it.
Cool.
I'll allow it.
Sweet. I will save my questions until we're in the middle of a really inconvenient scene for you to answer a question for me.
Yes.
Perfect.
Friendship.
And
Great.
Annabelle, what is your one question before we get to the consequences of your failure once again?
I'm going to rephrase what here is most vulnerable to me, as in, can I just use my powers and dissipate this darkness?
You don't think you can dissipate it? You are decently confident that you can at least weaken it. You can make it easier for yourself and your friends to pass through. As you're thinking about this, you're walking closer to it, just trying to get a good look. I'll say there's like a little bit of floor before it gets just nothing but darkness, and then there's like a little bit of floor around Joshua.
Uh-huh.
You feel something calling to you.
Uh-huh.
This is... You can fix everything. You can make it right. You can prove them all wrong. No, this is not something anyone else hears.
In that moment while you're being tempted by Satan, Medina goes, "Come here, science boy," grabs Declan, and just launches across.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
And you just see Jen go, ah! Yeah!
Whatever else is here thinking.
Roll to unleash your powers, Takaris. Do you allow this to
I
happen?
mean, sure, I'm just gonna fly afterwards, but if she really wants the trophy, she can.
No, I'm going with you.
Oh, shit, okay.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
You're the skateboard. She's
All right.
using you for the kickflip.
It's closer that you're a basketball. I'm going for a dunk.
In that case, I've seen Medina beef these super jumps of hers before when she like crashed into the Waffle House. And so I'm just being ready to, like, if I need to take over and fly us the rest of the way, that I will. Like, I was like, yeah, sure, she can have this one. And then it's like, and if it goes really bad, I'll just be ready to step in. It'll be fine.
Yo, hold on, double sixes.
Oh, fuck yeah, Buck Stars,
Bro.
go!
nice.
It's a 13.
You leap over the shadow, and everyone is just watching except for Annabelle, who is still distracted.
Yeah, while we're flying, I go, you know I can fly, right?
What?
Tendrils of darkness reach up from the ground beneath you like they're trying to grab you and pull you back in, but they cannot reach you. You are moving too quickly.
Gross.
Perfect landing next to Joshua.
In my head, because I got the max roll, if you weren't like a player character, I would like, the wolf turns into a basketball hoop and I just meteor jam you.
You have the tongue out.
Yeah.
Eh.
Suddenly I'm wearing giant pink Jordans on my werewolf
Slam,
form.
and welcome to the jam.
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, that was very cool, though. All right.
I can't believe that worked.
Yeah.
As they've landed next to Joshua, and Joshua's just like, that's the coolest thing I've seen in a really long time. I'm assuming my granddad sent you. Thank you for coming.
Holy shit, I forgot that's why we were here.
We're gonna need more people, though, I think.
Do you need help with the computer, though? I'm very good with that sort of thing.
Probably. What I'm doing is all very advanced theoretical science, and he just starts explaining to you, and it's just like technobabble, and you're just nodding along. Medina, you have
My
no
eyes
idea
glaze
what's
over.
going
Just.
Your wolf just sits down next to you.
Oh, gotcha. So the Quangle is out of loop with the something flux goes out there. Got you. Awesome.
The flux matrix can't get past the firewall.
1.21 gigawatts.
So, Angel and Region, you see this happen. 2 of you are now safely across. You still have no idea where Cass is. I think Angel's probably the only one that notices how Annabelle is just walking towards the shadow.
Yeah, I'll put my hand on Annabelle's shoulder. All right, the 2 of you, do either of you have any your powers or anything that might get you across? If not, do you trust me to teleport you across? With me, mind you. It's not like I'm sending you on your own.
Annabelle, you don't hear this.
Oh dear.
You don't even notice the hand on your shoulder. You're just
Pretty
yeah.
trying to keep her from moving closer.
It's like when a cat is like doing something, you're like, stop.
What the fuck are you doing?
You've basically scruffed Annabelle as Annabelle. It's just, this is the one way to fix it. This is the only way you can fix it.
I could probably try and jump, but I'm not really nearly as good as jumping as Medina is. So I don't trust the fact that I would make it to the other end.
Claim the power. Let it in. You'll be able to fix everything.
Can you put your hand on my shoulder, Jen?
She'll do so.
She was letting you do it instead of touching you because she's like, she's not my fan. So, and then, yeah, I'm going to, I guess that's an unleash your powers and attempt to teleport over to Josh. Freak is not one of my strong suits. But I rolled a 9 and I have a +1
Very good.
because I'm moving forward on the actions from my, the answers from the
assess the situation. Nice.
10.
So you teleport, you and Region, and does Annabelle go
And
with her?
Annabelle, yes. No, all 3 of us.
I'm asking Casey. Annabelle, do you go with, or are you gonna listen to the voice
Can I not
saying, "Let
forcibly
me in"?
teleport her?
You have a way to fix this. I think the only thing you're aware of right now is the mistakes you've made in the past. And this, it's almost like a siren song, temptation call, except for you do not realize the danger of it. There's just the promise of you can fix everything if you let it in.
And I rolled to take a powerful blow.
So let's see that roll.
5.
Dang it, I wanted you to roll high.
I did too. I
Kinda
wanted to
roll
see
low
what
on
was
my
gonna
teleport, though.
happen.
Does Annabelle want to accept this offer? What is her inclination? On your own, you weren't enough.
Her first thought is if it can help. Her second thought is when it says let it in, she thinks immediately of her sister and the darkness. And goes, fuck you, actually.
So, we see this tendril of shadow just barely touching your hand as you're starting to pull away, and then teleport happens. And you're now all on the other side. And while you're able to stand against that whispering voice, it's still there. You can't keep me out forever.
As soon as you appear, Medina just goes, oh, fuck.
I told you I could teleport, but did you have to do the stupid leap?
What?
Never mind. Forget it.
If you told me you could teleport, I truly do not remember.
Yeah, it was right before you took the run and jump.
She really forgets things very quickly. It's kind of impressive.
I suppose that's one word for it.
Oh, hey, Angel, you made it.
Yeah, Josh, finally made it.
Okay, good. So, from what I've been able to tell, reality is about to break. Something happened. Someone in some reality tried to mess with time. And they succeeded. And it created another timeline, another reality, and it's just, there have been so many new ones created and divisions. This is what I've learned from Multae and my research there. And it's getting to the point where reality can't handle it anymore.
I can't say I blame it at this point.
Fair, yeah. The shield isn't going to be able to contain it, and it's about to break everywhere. The point beyond this wall gestures towards the wall in front of him as he's keeping his hand on a lever. I think it's where things started, but it wasn't here where it started. And there's not really a way to fix it, but I think maybe there's a chance if something breaks it before it shatters, you might be able to release some of the pressure. And I think my sister knows how to fix it from there.
All right.
I don't know what's behind that door, but it doesn't want this connection, this nexus point, whatever you want to call it, to be messed with. There's like some part of whatever is in between places that wants this to happen, but I don't think all of it does anymore. It's changed. It's hard to explain, but I've been keeping it contained to buy time. I don't have any special abilities. I'm just smart. I don't have powers.
Hey, a smart brain is a very good power.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Sorry, I was just waiting for more in that sentence.
No, it's just that.
That's very on brand.
I don't have
Dakaris.
wisdom sometimes, just affirmation.
I know it's very much not fair for me to ask a group of mostly strangers. He looks around and only actually knows one of you. The rest of you like maybe seeing him in passing. Maybe. But this isn't like someone that you know. And you wouldn't have seen him for like a couple of years now. But this could be the only way to keep everything from falling apart.
Hey, Cass, are you out there?
Cass is in the other room, so Casey, if you would like to respond.
I didn't knock on the window.
Joshua jumps back and almost lets go of the lever and just like, oh, nope.
Oh,
Do you have another friend who can teleport?
she sort of disappeared when she stepped through the shadows. She's gonna like step up to the door and like knock shave and a haircut and
She's knocking on the window shutter. So you knock on the shutter.
Yeah.
How does Cass respond? Do you finish it? Or do you do something else?
I knock twice and then like drum roll.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's over there, so I'll keep these shutters closed. You should be able to get through that door. I don't know if it's locked or not. I don't know what happens when people... Well, I mean, obviously when one person's over there, the world doesn't end. I don't know what's behind these shutters. All I know is it can't get out. But also, I'm not sure how much time there is before it doesn't really matter anymore.
right, clock is ticking, sands in the hourglass, all that.
And you hear another tick of the clock. It's been very slow, but it is speeding up just a little.
At some point, Medina stopped listening and just started watching Sailor Moon on her phone. And then when people like start like moving, it's like she just like, oh, we're actually like doing a thing now.
All right, so Dr. Jacob, I said, do you need anything with the computer? And you didn't seem like that was the case. So, like, what exactly do you need us to like do for you?
It's Joshua, dear.
Joshua, did I say Jacob?
Yes.
Apparently, Medina, you rascal, you're rubbing off on me. All right, what do we need to do?
Basically, break reality before it breaks.
So, like, break it first?
You know when you fill up a balloon, if you fill it up too much, it has a really big explosion, but if you pop it before it pops itself, it's not as big of a pop?
It's like a controlled burn,
Okay.
rather than letting a wildfire go out of control. Or when a bone heals wrong and you got to re-break it so you can set it right. Only completely different from the bone thing.
Okay.
From what Lily said, she can dream across realities. I don't know how.
Best not to
But
question
from what she told me, there's a chance that this can all be undone, but it needs to be. Basically, we need to pop the balloon before it pops.
Okay. Well, let's get the cooking, eh?
Like when you twist the soda that's been shaken
Or
just enough
a
to let some
metaphor
pressure out so it doesn't spill
for what's
over.
happening right now.
We've given about 6 of those.
I couldn't think of one. I just wanted to participate.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's do this, shall we?
Yep, alright. Into the fire.
Once again. This is only
Once
like
again.
10 times scarier than the last time you fought that hole in reality.
I wasn't prepared the last time. That's what makes this
You
time
really
worse.
weren't. Yeah.
There was a test?
You were supposed to prepare for this?
Thank you for listening to Season 3 of Tempus Multae. If you like what we're doing, please feel free to go support us on Patreon at patreon.com/pseudonymsocial, or give us a follow on social media at pseudonymsocial. This season, we have Lex Olden as Medina, Sanctum Cosplays as Regen, Taylor Tuttle as Dakaris, and Casey Glover as Annabelle Joyce.